All right, sad day here at the Make It Happen Studios on the Make It Happen channel. We make things happen here, but first, I haven't been making videos for probably a couple of months. I got really ill, took me some time to get over it. Then I went on vacation and I had some side work I had to get caught up on. So I have not been able to make any videos, but back to the sad day. You've all seen this before. You probably know what these are. These are valve bodies. 48RE valve body, 47RE valve body. Basically the same thing, but not the same. This one came out of my truck from when I bought it new. This one I bought off of eBay thinking I was buying a 48RE, but I got duped and they sent me a 47 even though they were advertising a 48. Even though, and they also said, hey, send us the vehicle registration number so that way we know which one to send you. And so anyway, they sent me the 47 and it works. It shifts nice. It's it did the job. It did the job fine until I messed with it. But back to this one. This one, I put a shift kit in. If I was drag racing, this would be great. It does work. That's why I'm keeping it. It just shifts a little bit too hard. Don't really like it. Great for racing or off-roading, totally, but not for the street. It just shifts too hard. Back to this one. I put this one back together and put it back in my truck. I guess it was December. And got it running, got the truck running after having major issues, just different issue after taking the transmission out, putting it back in, take it out, put it back in, take it out, put it back in. Lots of different things, got all the individual things taken care of until I got down to the valve body. Got that taken care of. Ran fine since December till about 2 weeks ago. So it ran great. I mean, I was happy with the streetability of this one. This one's very streetable. This one is not streetable. So what happened was when I was slowing down between, I don't know, sometimes it would happen around 20 miles an hour to about 7 miles an hour. It would feel like it was engaging 2 gears. At first I didn't recognize the feel, but I did start recognizing it as of the day before yesterday. It started up again, and I was driving home from work, and I sit on the freeway a lot. I sit on the freeway for a good, I don't know, 25 miles, I guess, 20 miles. And it's real slow, between 7 and 20 miles an hour. Well, that's when this thing starts to do its number. It felt like 2 gears were fighting each other internally in the transmission. So, of course, I got it home, I quit driving it, and I drained the fluid. Here's what the fluid looked like, kind of dark. See that? Really kind of a dark fluid. Not too bad. But take a look inside the pan. Can you see that? That is a lot of my clutch. Clutch is somewhere. Look at this stuff that just gets on the magnet. Look at that magnet right there. Can you see that? Look at all of that, huh? Look at that. Well, guess what I gotta do now? I gotta pull that transmission back out and rebuild it again. Not gonna use this valve body. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this thing. Something, maybe you guys can tell me. I'm not going to rush this again. It's trying to be in 2 gears at the same time. which tells me it's not getting enough. Maybe it's not getting enough line pressure, losing line pressure somewhere. It can't keep it in one gear and it wants to go into another gear. It wants to shift down maybe while it's in an upper gear, and the two gears are fighting each other speed-wise anyway. This is terrible, and this is not, I am not happy. I do not want to get into this transmission again. I put this magnet in here just for this kind of reason, because I don't like metal in my transmission. But look at this. Look at that. All of that's metal. That's the steel clutch discs that are just worn. Came down into here and said, hey, I'm gonna rest right inside there. Nice and burnt smell. Gotta love it. Anyway, here we are. I'm not even gonna clean this thing out. I'm just actually going to leave it dirty just to remind myself how stupid I am for messing around with these Mopar transmissions. I should buy an Allison, swap it over. Unfortunately, that's a lot of work also, and very, very expensive. Crikey! Anyway, I'm gonna pull this one apart, see what possibly could have gone wrong. Maybe we got some seals leaking, a seal took a dump or something, I don't know. This stuff is all new. I don't understand. See, when this stuff goes out, you get a weird shift all right, but I don't know if it causes it to go into two gears. I think it just, it won't shift. This is new. I bought that new. That's new. That's a Borg Warner. Or I mean, is that a Borg Warner? Yeah, I think that's a Borg Warner. This is just a factory pressure sensor or transducer, or whichever one that is. Anyway, I'm gonna take it apart and see what's going on the inside. So we have to get this off first of all. So 20 will work, but I think it needs a 25. Is that a 25? That's 25. Looks like there was still water in there. Coming out of here. Anyway, let's take it apart. See what we get. Pop it out. Pop-a-roo. Whether I gotta pull this off or not, but I'm gonna do it. Notice the spring breaks sometimes. Yeah. Smells really bad. You want to come out of here? That. That's not looking good at all. And a milky. Milky Way. Just look at it. That one is different. Keeps note of that. See that? It's a different one. This is not a how-to video, unless you want to know how to screw it up. Nasty. Well, you can clearly see all the worm canals here. And none of them look like they're like spraying or bypassing or leaking fluid out the side. Looks like it's holding pretty good. See the difference in color between here and here? Hold on! Hold everything! I can't see nothing without my glasses. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, a while back I had a disaster that took place with this transmission. The transmission cooler that bolts to the side of the engine block had an internal malfunction. Is that a crack? Look at that. I don't know, you guys see that? It goes from there all the way up to here. It does not wipe out, and I can grab that with my nail right there. Ooh, look at that. Is that a crack going across that? Let's take a gander. Anyway, this stuff that looks like water is actually antifreeze. It's coolant. What happened was I had a breach. It mixed. The transmission had more pressure than the cooling system, so it actually leaked between the two, but it pumped most of my transmission fluid into my radiator system, the cooling system, and it made a freaking hell of a mess. Big old mess. And I spent hundreds of dollars of transmission fluid flushing this thing out, flushing it out, flush it out, flush it out, and flush it again. And that's a lot of coolant I had to wait, or not coolant, but that too. But that was another story. A lot of transmission fluid, ATF, was wasted flushing this system out. All right, again, here we go. Can you see all the little like spots? This is coolant. So I guess there was still coolant in my system. Even though I did my darndest to flush it through and flush it out and flush it out. I suppose I should have dropped the, I mean, I did drop the pan. I cleaned the pan out, everything. I should have dropped the valve body. So that might have destroyed my transmission because it's looking really nasty. Can you see that stuff? Can you see all that? Look at that. It's everywhere. Don't lose that. Don't lose that little thing. Wonderful. Anyway, I was thinking on buying a remanufactured valve body, upgraded. You know what they say, upgraded. But I don't trust them. I just don't. So here we are, cleaning it out. I'm gonna pull the transmission too, get it checked out, see if the whole thing needs to be rebuilt, which is probably the best thing to do. Kit's $400. Go through everything one more time. But I don't know. You guys see that? That looks like a crack through here. I mean, I can get my nail on that, but that doesn't mean it's a crack. Could be a scratch. What's this? Put that out and see. Yeah, it could just be these things here, little casting marks. Yeah. That filter doesn't look plugged. No bueno. Not at all bueno. And you want to make sure that all those go right in the right spot too, because they're different sizes. that one and that one are the same size, but this one, that one, and that one are the same size, and that one's the biggest one of all. It's like, oh man, why me? Well, man, what do I do? Do I buy another valve body? Was that even the problem? I had to have been losing pressure somewhere for all of those, or, I mean, this was new. Move that little thing in there. It's not a, is that not a darn thing, or is that a something? Maybe this wasn't the new one that I had. This is not looking new at all. I swore I bought a new one. No broken wires. No messed up screens. That is part of my problem. I'm thinking my problem is the moisture that was in here. God, you can't even feel that. I did a good job. Except for... And you know what? Can't buy these either. Can't find it anywhere. This one you can find all day long. All day, every day I can find this bigger plate. The small plate I cannot find. Cannot? Or can you say can't? Have not been able to. And the thing is that these are different than the 48s. So you can't put this one in here, can't take that one, put it in here. These are different. These are different. Do not swap them. Okay. If anybody sees something that I'm missing, besides a degree in automatic transmissions, I'm missing that. Like, ooh, look at that. See, there's more coolant coming out of this thing. Would that make me stay in gears? 2 gears? Maybe, I don't know, maybe that crud is stuck in here too. Maybe, well, this is going to come out. So let's put this one back into the storage container. Yeah, I got all kinds of good stuff in here. This is the D&J component one that I was using, but this ended up quit working on me. So I put the Borg Warner one back in. This is an OEM. Yeah, that's the OEM. I don't use that one unless I have to. don't know which one of these went out on it, but it was not shifting. So it could be this one. Or the... Look at all the yummies. So this is what I'm up against. I'm going to disassemble this thing all the rest of the way, clean it completely out, get the coolant out of it. That was... I'm having nothing but problems with this truck. Right after I put a brand new expensive radiator in it, the damn transmission cooler on the side of the block started mixing my transmission fluid and my coolant. So filled up my radiator and everything inside with transmission fluid, nice pink milk of magnesia, Pepto-Bismol, and a little bit of it in the tranny. So I drained out the tranny, I pulled the pan, cleaned the pan out, put a new filter in it, and then after I ran it, I didn't do that before, but I ran it and ran gallon after gallon after gallons after gallons of transmission fluid through it to clear it out. And obviously I didn't get it enough because there's still coolant in the valve body. So, judging by the amount of debris inside this pan, right there, huh? You like that? Look at all that. It's a lot. A lot. Yeah. Bad news. So, I'm gonna spin this thing apart, put it back to clean it up, put it back together, and I don't know if I'm gonna use it. I'll probably just put it in a box and like that one, set it aside, and buy another one. I might not have to, but right now that's really all I can do. I'm just having too many problems with this thing and I don't want to keep chewing up my transmissions. You know, I'll be the first one to admit it. I am not an automatic transmission guy, but you know, I did it 3 other times and it worked fine. Okay, update as I was pulling this apart. Broken spring right there. There's another one that is broken and it's down inside of here. It's wedged itself. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. Near you. Lots of light. You see it? There it is. So she's busted. That one is broken in there too. It's wedged. I gotta somehow try to get that out of there. It was pretty dirty also in here, as you can tell. Getting things cleaned up. The last time I was in here, which one was it? No, it was this spring. That was broken. Isn't that wonderful? So maybe I don't need another valve body. I have all these springs. I've got all these springs extra over there in the kits that I have bought and paid for, or no, wait a minute, that I have bought? Purchased. That's the word. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna get back on it. Broken, bad. It won't come out. See, it's in there pretty good. Trying to twist it. Twist, come out. No, anyway, okay. Looks like to me I have enough new parts here. All the clutches. These are overdrive clutches, and then seals and bushings, all new bushings, and I've got enough here to rebuild this transmission one more time. Seals, everything's here. Lip seals, it's all here, except for these. I do not have those. Maybe I'll pull those out of the 48. They should work. Or I can order some new ones. Maybe I'll just order some new ones. So you guys tell me, should I pull that transmission out? Please don't tell me that you want me to do that, but if I have to, I will. Should I rebuild this transmission again? I mean, look. I don't want to have to pull that out. My options are just buy these springs, put the valve body back together. Yonder valve body. Okay, that's all that stuff's been cleaned up. I don't know. I don't want to pull that transmission back out. It's a lot of work for an old man. Anyway, but I do have everything to do it if I have to. So maybe, just maybe, I will fix the valve body. Okay, put the new springs in it. I'm going to put some new electronics in it, a new lockup solenoid and a pressure sensor and transducer. I know I'm probably just wasting money, but I want to cover my bases. New filter, obviously, once I get all that cleaned up. And then I'll put it in, see how she runs. Maybe I'll just run it that way for a little while, knowing that I'm going to end up having to pull it out. Hopefully it'll last the winter. And maybe next summer I'll pull that transmission out and go through it and rebuild it. I don't want to do it again. I really don't. It's a pain. You guys don't know what it takes to pull those transmissions out of there, especially when you're only one person. Anyway, let me know. Put it in the comments down below. Here it all is. Here I am. Got the tools, got the technology. Just don't have the motivation. Have a good night. Let me know in the comments whether I should go ahead and just pull that tranny out and rebuild it before I put it all back together again. Or should I just rebuild the valve body again and put that in, see how it goes. Maybe it'll last the winter. We'll see. Have a good night. Bye.